Welcome, and here I just wanted to make a little off-topic video, just something until next Sunday. I'm going to give you a little taste of next week's video, especially the intro, and this is going to be the alternative intro, where I use a different piece of music that I've always wanted to use. And just to add a little bit of extra content, I think I will include some deleted scenes as well, before I delete them. Now this next video features several different topics, including this Parliament Palace once again in Bucharest, and some really mind-blowing discoveries in this palace in Bucharest. Coming up in the next video, we discuss a little bit of Tartaria, and we actually get a price tag for this work of wonder that was supposedly built in 1987. It looks like today was the first day of reopening for several cities across America. Very exciting after these unpleasant times. Some people may be timid and reluctant to leave their homes, but many people will look forward to resuming their lives once again with a new level of appreciation for what may have been rather dull and ordinary only a month ago is now new and invigorating. And it will be interesting to see what kind of changes come in the weeks and months that follow. And with that said, let's check out this little off-topic video. I do hope you enjoy. And today we're going to take a pretty serious look at our realm. We're going to examine redesignated nations and the things that were left behind. This will take us to a beautiful hotel in Canada, the Prague Castle in the Czech Republic, and the Parliament building once again in Bucharest, Romania, just to name a few. Welcome. What is this building, and where are we? This monstrosity of a castle and these features, what may almost look kind of eerie and evil, is a typical style of the old world. And what is the designation for this building, this monster of a building? Who would build such a structure, and for what purpose? This beautiful roof and this electrical tech, and again a castle, and these types of columns, and what was the purpose? They would not, if it was serious, they would shut down Walmart. And you can't tell me we have a serious issue and then leave Walmart open for business. It's either 100% pandemic and we're just shutting the shit down, or not. All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. And essentially, this appears to be the original race. And that's it, I promise. I just couldn't resist sharing this with you. And having these holes. So these holes, and notice how lush and green they are. Scratch that, those are trees. How could people our size have made this? And really, they couldn't, especially not with the stories we're given that a lot of these mysteries were created by people thousands of years ago. In the mid-1800s, not sure, it seems like it used to be easier to find. And regardless, here, really quick, I just wanted to show you my likely spam folder. And at first it acts like there's 0, and in this one video alone, in the first day, really interesting. Oh, there I was in Ontario, California. And now this video originally was finished, and a commenter sent in some great information, and I really found myself disliking this video. And this just seeming like a little farming homestead on the Fisher River Indian Reservation. Or that could be up here. Down here we have the goose. And let me just bookmark it so I can share the link with you all. Let's go find it then. And we'll go into a little more depth with these new interesting finds when it comes to the Phantom Island and City and Lake Coney bus. And something clearly buried under here. And if we have a little look, what do they show us? Here we go. Very, very intricate and beautiful brickwork. And here we go, just trees and grass, and from the air seeming like nothing spectacular. And yet this is absolutely spectacular. And what is really going on here? It was just lacking. This was to be the video of the search for Lake Coney bus. And really, I didn't have much. And I had a few comments pointing me to the James Bay and the Hudson Bay, and very interesting comments, and I made a whole video on it. And at the last minute, a commenter named Heptahootie shared some coordinates with me, and it started me about right here. And before long, I was on this grand quest and found all sorts of other sites that I would like to explore. And here I just wanted to point out something else in this Bucharest Parliament building in Romania. The ticket price for this baby was $3.4 billion, and trying to tell us that this was built in 1987. And really seeming as if they have mounted cameras on these columns as an aftermarket attempt. Perhaps a little electrical outlet, I'm not sure. But clearly if you're building this from scratch in 1987, you're doing something better than this. This camera appears to be in motion, a little blurry. And whatever these are, maybe they'll say they're lights, but it clearly seems as if they're cameras, one pointing this way, then they've strapped another strap here for this one, pointing in this direction, and another strap, perhaps pointing into this room. And, you know, I really wondered about this, and have been looking for clues, and unfortunately the research for this Parliament building is scattered in 2 or 3 videos, now a little bit in this off-topic video. But regardless, something small that is really all I need. These straps aren't even mounted well. And again, this only adding to 70% of this building being completely empty, as seen in this photo. Room after room after room, 70% of the world's largest parliamentary building. Very interesting, and I thought it was worth an immediate share. Forgive my technical difficulties. So I thank you so much for joining me today. Do have a blessed day. Please like, comment,